Shalom, shalom, everyone. Shalom. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Well, before to start, I wanted to say that I am so sorry that I didn't end up continuing with my YouTube channel. I didn't end up continuing with my testimony. When I started by YouTube, I just had a baby, so it was kind of easier because she was small and she was napping a lot, so it was kind of easier to do those videos. But the more she's growing, napping became more harder, and life became more difficult, and so that's why I had to put YouTube in pause. But by the grace of God, next year 2020 we'll be back. So I just decided to do this video just to let you know that I'm still here, I'm still alive, and to wish you a happy, blessed new year and new decade. And also I wanted to share with you a little bit, do a little bit year review on my behalf. So let's go. So, if I have to talk about the struggle I had in 2019, my biggest struggle was to be a mother of two, and also to have to be a mother of two, and also to have a special needs child. Maybe a lot of people don't know about it yet because it's a testimony in building. My son has a language delayed. God's been doing great things. He's getting really better. But sometimes it's really hard with him, and having a baby and taking care of him, my son, it was really a struggle for me this year. I found myself a lot of time crying. Of course, my husband does help when he can because he already work a lot from outside the house. So when he comes home, he does help when he can. But I am the sole, the first caretaker of the children and the house. So it was really a struggle for me to balance all that. But by the grace of God, God has been faithful. Everything is going fine, and getting used to it and doing a great job. And yeah, so we thank God for that. The first one will be to believe, trust in God, and surrender. So those are really, it's just more like to believe and surrender, because like most of the time when we talk about faith, when we have faith in something, when we have faith that God will do something for us, at the same time, we try to help God actually to do these things. Because when God promises us He will do something, He can take as long as He can. But because we're trying to help Him, sometimes we put on some dates that we wanted to happen, we put some days that we wanted to happen, and we end up being disappointed, and sometimes it breaks us down. So I've learned that when we believe that God will do something for us, we need to surrender everything to Him. No, because it's a very hard thing to do. It's a really, really very hard thing to do. But this year, God really teach me how to believe and surrender. Like, I trust in His time. Like, I remove myself in the situation. I'm not trying to find solution that can help God to do what He say He will do. So I will just remove myself to the situation. I will pray about it and remove myself to the situation and let God do what He does best. So that is the first lesson that I learned. The second one will be more about people around me. I've learned that sometimes it's just better to pray for people than to advise them or to talk to them, because nowadays people are getting so sensible, and sometimes when you try to advise someone or when you try to talk to someone, they call it judgments. They call it attacking me, you attacking, you judging me, and sometimes you get hurt yourself because you were just trying to help. So this year God really helped me to understand that sometimes it's just better to pray for the person than to talk to the person or to advise the person. So that was one of the lessons of this year. My greatest accomplishment will be having my daughter, having my second child. She's just a blessing. She's fun. She's friendly. She is amazing. Like she make us laugh and all that. She's still 9 months, but she's really open. She loves her brothers so much. She loves her dad. She loves me. She's really like she's an angel. She's yeah, yeah. So that's my greatest accomplishment. And also one of my accomplishments too, that will be for me and my husband to be able to celebrate our 5th-year anniversary this year. It was amazing. And it doesn't feel like it. We've been married for 5 years, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like we got married yesterday, because this chemistry is like, it will never die. Just to let you know, really, that it will never die. So that was a great accomplishment, because a lot of people around us, my friends or my acquaintances or my husband, co-worker, most of them, a lot of them, they were married before us, but they got divorced. So, and me and my husband, we are here celebrating our 5th year this year, and we are still counting, and we are still happy. So this is an accomplishment that we celebrate. And yeah, so that is one. This is two. And the other greatest accomplishment will be my son to be able to go to school. Yeah, so it was a struggle in the beginning when he went to school. His teacher were calling me every day because he couldn't stay in one place. He was running all over the place, and it was really a struggle. And one day, one of his teachers had to call me, and she told me, if David's continuing like that, I will have to come to school with him. And I had to bring it to God, because it was like, it was difficult. I would talk to him, his dad would talk to him, but at the same time, I had to bring it to God, because it's, sometimes it's only, but God, So I did pray about it. And when we had his report before they go to the vacation, the winter holiday, the teacher was telling us how he was doing good, how now he's sitting quiet, he's following rules. I literally cried. So that was a greatest accomplishment for this year, for my son to be able to go to school, to be able to follow rules, to listen to his teacher, to be able to be among the brilliant student in his class. It's just amazing. So it means that as a caretaker of my kids, something good is being done. And yeah, so that was an accomplishment, and I thank God for that. So yeah, that was pretty much my year 2019. And I thank God for my family, my kids, my husband, my parents. I thank God for my sisters, my brothers, my in-laws. I thank that God for, everybody that just had a blessing for us. And yeah, and I thank God for Danny, who has been there for me when I needed her every time. And yeah, I thank God. Thank God for everybody that was here, has been always here to encourage me, to talk to me, to, to be there for me. So God bless you all, and I pray for everybody that lost someone this year. May God really strengthen your heart. May God really give you peace, and I pray that 2020 be a more happier year for you. I pray that 2020 be a more blessed year for you. May God replace what you have lost, with peace and with greater joy. Yeah. So happy New Year again. Blessings, peace, joy, door openings, breakthrough. Really, may God be with all of you. I love you all. God bless you.